Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Star Wars Let's Play. So, a little bit of time has passed since the end of last episode. Our lightsaber is complete, so Maris has it equipped with the red crystal. When she wakes up, I'll ignite it for you guys so you can see it. And her vibro axe was passed on to Corona, who is a pretty decent melee combatant in her own right, but didn't have a melee weapon, so now she does. We've made not a whole lot of progress over here, but I have queued up some more progress to be made. There is a bit of gravel in there, so we will be able to utilize it for growing trees. It won't be ideal, but it will work, and I've gone ahead and I've queued up the tilling of that soil so that it will grow a little bit more efficiently. And let's see, I've begun getting things moved out of here, so all the furniture and stuff in this little lockup that we had been using as our sort of temporary, jail is just going to get scattered all over the base. The beds are going to move down into here. I think the heater is going to end up there. The chest tables and table are going to move to various bedrooms. Same with the potted plant, and then the refrigerator is going to make its way up here. And I've queued up the construction of a copy. We're going to store our genetic material and stuff in these so that we don't need to haul them to the freezer all the time and waste space in there. I think that makes more sense. And we'll probably add more of those in here too, depending on where and how much space we have. Because we're going to be producing a lot of things like that with these benches that are going to need to be either refrigerated or frozen. So the biggest thing that we're going to probably be dealing with today is there is a Manhunter pack of Muffalos. There is actually quite a few of them. So we're going to need to be ready to handle that. Togrul is hopefully running inside. Yeah, but he's actually going to haul stuff back out. So I'll have to draft him before that becomes an issue. As he goes past it, I think we're going to toggle these on. That is going to tax our power grid a little bit heavier than I would like. So we need to make sure that we, get them turned off as soon as we possibly can. Luckily, the sun is coming up and there is a pretty solid wind at the front of our base. So we are producing pretty much the maximum amount of power that we could be right now. Well, as soon as these top out anyways, we will be. So hopefully somebody turns these on. It looks like these two are like racing to do it. Maybe not. Keel, where are you going, man? Playing horseshoes, that's fine. We're going to need to draft everybody pretty soon, but I'll let them eat their breakfast and stuff first, because these guys still do have quite the hike on their hands. I don't know where I'm going to engage them from. I might want to do like some hit and run stuff before we, hole up in the base. We could try to lure them to this point, but the turrets aren't going to be particularly effective on that side. I'd rather they come to my door here. But we'll see if that's viable. I think they're going to come this way. We'll see. We'll see. I just got to make sure that nobody wanders too far outside. Zash is about to go out there. She should be able to... you know what? I don't like that. I don't like that. We're going to draft her now. Because she was going to walk out here and then she would have had to like race them back. She probably would have been fine, but it was a bit sketchy. Alright, Keel. Oh, heater broke down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draft everybody now. Let's not do it like that, because there's a lot of people I'd have to undraft. So, Heth, come out here. Kenta, come out. Salt, come out here. No, don't bother. Might need you, but for now... Ooh, she's probably going to run back and forth. I'm going to draft her too. Got a lot of melee characters in this playthrough. But yeah, I figured she's going to cut those blocks, drop off what she's cutting, and then go to grab another one. And if I'm not paying attention, she could just get, slaughtered during that. Yeah, you're just going to stay out here and try to take some shots at them as they come. Let's get you out there as well. Corona, gonna need you. Zash. Yep. Togrul. You're... what are you doing right now? You drop that. Come out here. I mean, every little bit counts, so we'll bring you as well. Actually, force users come out here. Melee combatants, we're going to keep inside. And let's see, Jade, going to need to wake you up. Engel's going to need to wake you up. And Liam, you are a melee combatant, but you don't have a weapon. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. And there goes my frame rate with all those people drafted. Okay, well, here's Maris's lightsaber completed for you guys to see. So there it is. Just a very simple double-bladed lightsaber with the red crystal inside. Looks a bit like Darth Maul's from the Phantom Menace. And I gotta figure out how I want to do this. Force users, come up here for me, because I want you hitting them with Force Lightning. Kepin, you can get up there as well. Let's see, Salt, go to there. Marks, come out here or something. Actually, no, go to like there. Kenta, come over here. And Heth, I need you there. I don't know. I want to be able to force lightning them as they approach. But I also want like all of my weapons firing at them. You guys are moving incredibly slowly. Come set up out here or something. Mordant, you do that as well. And Togrul, why don't you come here since you're not going to make it out there in time. Okay, Maris. When you can, I'd like you to force lightning somebody. Are they already firing? Yes. Okay, as soon as he comes into range, force lightning. Maybe I'll save that, actually. Let's just let the blasters do their thing for now. When they cluster up toward the doors is when I think we'll unload some more force lightning on them. Come on, keep firing, keep firing. There's another one down. Not dead, though. Unfortunately, these guys can't see the Muffalos. Okay, I think it might be time to run inside. You guys are going to go first, since you're closer to the Muffalos. So run in there. And let's see. This is tricky, because I want to leave a little bit of space for people to get through. Do something like that. Oh, boss, I forgot about you. Come over here for right now, just so you can help out. Actually, don't even bother. You won't get there in time. You two fall back. And probably going to start pulling you guys back as well. So everybody inside. We'll let the turrets work on them for a little bit while we get set up. Basically, we're just going to have a layer of melee characters and then a layer of ranged characters around them. So as they get through, they'll immediately be engaged in melee, and we'll fire over. With everybody in adjacency, friendly fire should not be an issue. But friendly fire always is an issue, so we'll see what we can do about it. Okay. Let's see here. Mara, I don't know where I want you right now. Just kind of get out of the way. Mordant, come here. Let's see. Salt, go there. Keel, go there. Everybody shift around a little bit. Heth, I'm going to put you... Who's like my worst melee combatant? You're at 6. Zash, what are you at? 7. You know what, Zash, get out of the way. I'm going to have you just sit back and heal. I think that makes way more sense. Maris, you go there. And then Heth, you go here. Oh, Corona's not going to be able to help us like this. How can I adjust that then? What are you looking at? 6? Why don't you fall back and let Corona take your spot? Okay. Now then, Kenta, well, first of all, Angle, move there. Kenta, move here. Jade, go there. Togrul, go there. Kepin, and Mara. And Marks, I don't know where to put you, to be honest. This is a pretty good firing line, so we'll just see how it goes. For whatever reason, the turret stopped firing, or we just can't see them firing. Yeah, no, they're firing. Come on. Send them out at least. I don't care if the turrets get destroyed, that's why they're there. They're not that costly to rebuild either. Okay, that one's going to explode. I don't know if that killed any of them, but maybe it damaged a few. Hopefully they all explode. And that will, you know, obviously do a little bit more damage for us. And once they're through the doors, this is going to get really crazy. I might have to open the doors, though. They don't look to be... Okay, no, there they go. It's another one down. That turret didn't explode. Okay. Oh, inspired art. Well, we'll try to take advantage of that. Let's see. I'm just going to hold this thing open. Liam, what the hell are you doing? No, don't do that. Okay, that one exploded and did some damage. Ox, can you crack the door for me? Perfect. That'll let us start firing through there, and they should take the bait and come at us. We've already dropped quite a few of them, just with those turrets, and then obviously the skirmishing we did at the beginning. Ox is already hit. Just a bruise, a crack. There we go. Come on. Keep it coming. Oh, Akemi, not a great time. You're gonna get shot. God damn it. Luckily they won't attack the dog. He's actually running interference for us right now. That actually worked out pretty well. It slowed them down. Okay, Heth, do me a favor and force lightning just out into that area. No, not gonna do it. Come on, just hit something. And I think we're almost done here. Is that the last one? I cannot tell. No, there's still a few more making their way over here. Not that many, though. I think we're through the worst of it. And aside from Ox and Maris, who have taken pretty minimal damage, nobody's been hurt other than our turrets. Which, again, that's what they're there for. I wish I had like a Molotov to just lob on this. Cook them all. Not a great time. Oh, okay, you're just wandering through. I mean, still not a great time, especially to take that route, but what can you do? Oh, she's fleeing. Okay, are we done? I think we're done. Yep, it sure looks like it. Alright, you two go get yourselves patched up. And I'm just going to take like a big chunk of people and tell them to go back to what they were doing. I'll probably keep like Kenta and Heth around to take care of everything else. You guys can get back to what you were doing. How far away do you need to be to use that? That's kind of dumb. Okay, as you were. Did you do it? Doesn't look like it. What's your deal? Heal him. She's not doing it. Or she did. Okay, no, it worked. It worked. Got it. Alright, so he's all patched up. Everybody else, again, you're free to go. Heth, I need you, like, finishing these guys off. Is it worth trying to maybe rescue... No, we can actually get a sample from a corpse, can't we? I don't remember how this works. So, genetic extraction. We already got bear DNA, right? That's what this is. Bear genetic material. Okay. So, is there like a Muffalo one? There is. Let's do one of those. I don't know if I should be doing more. Like, I don't know how many samples we need for like a crafting recipe. So I'm worried that I should be taking like 10 or something. That seems like a lot. It seems excessive, but I just have no idea. Let's see. Alpha serum from a Muffalo. Maybe it's worth getting some alpha serum too while we've got them. Let's see. What's... Oh, I thought that said wild bear. I was like... I was like, what's the difference between a bear and wild bear? Aren't they all wild? But yeah, let's do alpha serum from a polar bear, and we'll do alpha serum from a Muffalo since we have so many of their corpses lying around. And then what we're going to need to do, and I'm going to have to make another stockpile for this, is just make a stockpile like right here. And we will build a roof over that area. And that's just going to become another freezer. Let's see. Corpses, animal corpses, polar bear, and not Muffalo. Those are all the hybrid animals. Okay. So let's do that. I wonder if it's worth getting more samples. See, I think like the advantage to this genetics thing is we could get like Muffalo DNA and splice it with like chicken DNA and make Muffalo chickens that will reproduce faster so that we can harvest more like Muffalo wool or Muffalo skin at a greater rate than like regular Muffalos that eat more and you know, reproduce really slowly. But I don't know how many samples we need to do that, so my concern is that one is not going to be enough, but I really have no way of knowing that, so I don't want to waste a bunch of corpses on a bunch of genetic material that I don't really need. Hopefully they get those walls taken care of too. Okay, Heth, keep finishing them off. I guess what I could do is if I do this, no, maybe that. That's all the dead ones though. I want the live ones. Okay, I'll do that. And then if I go to work, where is Heth? You think he'd be close to the top given he's like one of our original characters. He's all the way down here. Hunting, gonna set to 1. And let's see, if I do that, oh, you're gonna go eat. In that case, I do have to manually do this. But hopefully somebody will come along and help out. Because now that they're queued for hunting, I think Salt will maybe come deal with that. She is set to hunting 1, but obviously setting him hunting 1 didn't really do anything for us. And Corona's hauling the Muffalo out there. They should be fine as long as that roof gets built, because obviously it's well below freezing out here. Yeah, just keep melee attacking them to death. We need to get them out of the doorway too so that we can seal this back off. The temperature is plummeting in there. Okay, we extracted genes from a Muffalo. We need somewhere to store this if they would ever get these finished. Oh, you're going to go hunt? Okay. But yeah, if we ever get those refrigerators done, we could start storing stuff in there. For now, I don't know where we're going to put it. It spoils in 2 days. We need to get that done. I'm going to have you prioritize that, because that needs to happen today. And then Heth, there's still one kicking around in there. Whoops, I didn't get Heth, did I? There we go. Don't try to arrest Kenta. Just keep killing Muffalos. I think he's going to go build the roof, maybe? Don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I am concerned that we might need more samples than what we currently have. I don't really know how we can verify that, though. I guess we'd need, like, the tissue printer and stuff, which, unfortunately, is an issue because we can't do that until we have pulp, and we can only make pulp out of wood, which we don't have. So, actually, we might have enough wood for a little bit of pulp. I don't know what the exchange rate is on that, though. I did recall we had a little bit, but I don't know if it's like 10 wood for every 1 pulp, in which case we'd get like 2. Maybe 3. Let's see. Are you done? Just keep killing them. Oh no, Marks and Lynn broke up. Weren't they married? Oh man. Okay, maybe not. That is going to mean that I guess he's taking that one, and Lynn's gonna... I guess Lynn can have this for right now. Yeah, I'll assign her a bed, that way she doesn't end up sleeping outside. Pawns are dumb like that. There'll be like 10 beds available, and if they don't have one assigned to their name, they'll go like lie in the snow or something. Okay, Heth, are you almost done there? Still like what, 2 left? Another heater breakdown. Those things are putting in some serious work, I'm not surprised. Oh, they destroyed my conduit too. That's annoying. It's really not that big a deal though. Although we are not currently gaining any power from this, which is actually a pretty significant amount, but we're still doing fine. I think because the solar panels are going and the wind power actually fell off a bit. Okay, Heth, I think you're done. Yep. Unless any of these guys are still alive? I wonder if any of them got up and ran away. I didn't see any, but I was a little bit preoccupied with this area and wasn't paying too much attention to that one. I don't see any of them though, so if they did get up and run, they already made it off the map. Alright, Heth, well, I think your job's done for today. Go ahead and eat. That one's dead. Let's make sure that gets hauled. That one's also dead. Okay. Manhunter Muffalos dealt with. And oh, look at that, my frame rate's back. Very interesting. But yeah, I don't know how many samples we need for this. Okay. Simple refrigerator. We need it to be, yeah, -10, and no foods are allowed in there. We're gonna go manufactured genetic materials. And boss, could you... Oh, you won't haul. Okay. Jade, do you haul? Can you just do that real quick? I don't want it to spoil. Okay, there we go. And let's see, what is this? This is our alpha serum. Boss, you didn't finish, man. What the hell? Oh, he's doing it right now. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. That spoils pretty quickly as well. We're going to need like a ton... We'll probably have to line the whole backside of this wall with refrigerators just so that we can have enough, you know, places to store all this. I'm pretty sure they will stack as long as they're the same type. So like a bare alpha serum we can stack in the same refrigerator, but a you know, a bare alpha serum versus bare genetic material probably isn't going to stack. It couldn't, so that is something that we'll have to deal with. But yeah, I think we're going to make a bunch of these little guys individually. The reason I'm going to make them individually is because if I do the double ones, I can't set their what do you call it, their settings individually. So I have to hope that they're smart enough to haul them correctly, and that is a fool's errand. So we're going to do them one by one. It's going to be very expensive components wise, and in fact we might not have enough components to do it right now. We would need 7, so we would have just enough components to do it. Well, actually no, he has 15 components with him, so let's do that now. And we'll see what he does with this big thing of components. It said he had 15. I don't know where they all went. Whatever. We still have enough, but we're going to be down to like virtually none. The next time we have a trader come by, I'll buy some. Okay, so we've got most of the refrigerators done here. I've gone ahead and I've removed any genetic material from this stockpile, so they're no longer allowed to be stored there, only in these. So what is this? The bear genetic material has been moved. I'd really like to continue constructing some stuff. Let's get a bit of pulp. I need at least 4. Well, let's do until we have 4. Like that. And it would be great if it's a 1-to-1 exchange, but I can guarantee it's not. So we're going to use up what little wood we have probably for this. But I need at least 4 pulp to do the tissue growing vat. From there, we should have a better idea of what we need in terms of genetic material. So until that happens, I'm actually going to forbid these bears from getting moved, because I'm worried that they might get turned into food, and that could end up preventing us from, you know, using their genetic material in whatever means we decide we want to do. I'd like to, you know, be able to inject people with, like, you know, bear strength or something like that. That would be cool. I don't know if it's gonna work like that, but that's the whole point of this research base, is to find out. Okay, so let's see. Requires 10 wood for every 1, or how many do we make? If it's 10-to-1, we're not gonna really get anything. I think we have enough for 4. Yeah, we've got 61 wood there, plus the 9 she took, so 70 wood in total. So we'll get like 7 pulp. But I'm not going to use all the wood then. I'll just get the 4 I need to make this, and we'll have to wait until we have other means of doing it. But yeah, it's kind of stupid. Like, we can make... What's an empty incubator? Using steel and organic growth compound. Steel plus pulp gives us an empty incubator. I don't know what that's for. I'm sure we'll find out. And then I think here we can make pulp. But yeah, it's from wood. So this thing here is completely irrelevant, because it can't do anything that this bench couldn't already do. Although it is possible that maybe there's research that expands its abilities. There isn't that I'm aware of, though. Incubator, thrombo horn, I don't know what that does. Extract thrombo genes. This is really just like thrombo stuff. But yeah, we have most of the genetics research, so I'm not sure how we could make that pulper more useful. I was just really surprised, though. I would have thought it would be sort of like... What are you doing now? Viewing art? Okay. Well, I would think that it was going to be more like the refinery, where the refinery can use wood, it can use meat, it can use like vegetarian stuff. As long as it's like organic material, you can turn it into chem fuel. But in the case of the pulper, it's only ever going to take wood, which I just don't understand. I need to run a conduit across like that. And it looks like our vitals monitors are in. Sweet, so that will improve the success chance of whatever treatments happen in those beds, and this one will work for those two. So that will be helpful. We could give each their own, but that seems excessive. I'm curious. So does that stack? Because it might be worth doing one for each bed. Let's see. Could it even reach, though? Oh, it won't. Okay, so each bed's only allowed to have one, because this one won't connect. For some reason, it'll connect to that one if I put it there. Maybe it won't connect to that one just because it's a regular bed. It's possible, but yeah, it looks like the only space I can put them in and make them connect to both is this one. Because this one is... yeah, that one's connected to both. But that's the only spot that can do that, apparently. So that means, like, we'd have to have 3 to stack the bonus, and that seems excessive. Although they only require steel, so it might not be that bad an idea. Because steel we have in like infinite quantities at this point. Is somebody gonna go make more pulp? Like, I don't know why we made literally one and didn't even bother hauling it. Let's actually... That reminds me of something. It wouldn't be... it would be here. We're gonna make a pulp shelf. I'll put it there. That way it doesn't need to get hauled all the way back to the stockpile, and it'll start registering in our stocks sooner, so that we don't over craft like we do with our cooking fairly often. But that's okay. Did any of this junk get moved? It did. Perfect. In that case, we can go ahead and mine this out. And we'll have to fill this in some way or another. This can actually get reinstalled as well. I just don't know where. We're not using them in these rooms. Those already have them. Why aren't you powered? Because this little grid here isn't connected to any power source, right? That makes perfect sense. Well, I'm not going to worry about that chandelier right now. Let's make sure that this is connected, because obviously that's a problem if it's not. We'll connect it in a few places. Like so. And actually, let's run one there too. Why the hell not? Whoa, what was that? Mouse lagged a little bit. Alright, there we go. That'll get connected, those lights will kick on, and we'll be able to start building stuff in there. I have no idea what is going to go in there. It might just be an area for bionics or something. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Let's see, 2 more components, and we still need to get the pulp over there. I don't know who's working on that. Is somebody working on that right now? They probably went to sleep. So Charon's going to do this for us. I have to decide how I want to lay this out. I think we'll start extending that wall. Or what we could do, I don't know if this is even worthwhile, is we could make a little doorway into this for something. Let's leave that one open just in case we want to do that. Because we could mine a little room into here. I don't even know what it would be. Ooh. I need to turn you guys off, don't I? And that did use up... I forget what these cost. 3 components. That's why we were so low on components, because they had to rebuild these. And that took 9 of them. We should still have some somewhere. Maybe we don't. Well, like I said before, at the first opportunity... God damn. At the first opportunity, we will buy some more. And we are constantly manufacturing more, so there is that as well. Although this is a pretty slow process. How's this armor coming along, by the way? Oh, that might finish tomorrow or the day after. Cool. And I think that armor is going to go to Keel. Keel has an E11 already, and he's actually a pretty decent shot, so I don't mind using him as a combatant, especially since his main thing is construction and crafting. A lot of construction happens, well, now it's happening out here. Oh, good. We're finally getting trees planted. Nice. If only they would kind of speed up the process here. It is still... Oh, it's actually warming up in there. And we can see the ground finally. So the snow is melting. And we've got tilled soil on the areas where it allow it. I wonder if we can terraform more of this. Because it'd be nice to be able to utilize the whole area. I just kind of swiped over it and took whatever would allow it. But, yeah... We need to get as many trees down as we can. But at least we have some way of doing it now. That'll be really helpful. And over here, let's continue to build walls. I don't know if I want to leave this open or just make it a straight hallway. Either way, this needs to get mined out. This can get mined out too. And that door can get removed. And then we can finally start running power through here properly. But yeah, I don't know how I want to utilize that space. There's not really enough to take full advantage of it, so maybe I'll just fill the whole thing in like that. Huh. The problem with that, though, is that 4 layers thick is really inefficient. It's durable. It'll be really durable, but I think it'll actually count these 2 inner walls as exterior spaces, and it will actually be less efficient temperature management wise. But we'll see. It might not. I know with 3 walls it does. So if you have like one wall, a middle wall, and then another wall here, the middle wall will be counted as exterior, and so it'll actually be colder in that middle wall, and that temperature will bleed through the single walls on either side. Whereas if you do 2, they're both considered interior spaces, and so they don't get cold as easily. Let's see. Hopefully somebody gets on this. I want this done as soon as possible. And we'll turn this into something. We might just wrap it back around to the rest of the base. I could turn that into a hallway. Let's actually do a little bit of planning. So we'll bring this up just a little bit. And we'll say like right here, 1, 2, 3. We can connect that. That does leave us a little bit of room for more facilities up here. I have no idea what those facilities would be. We have just about everything we need down here already. You know what though? Let's measure them. So it would be. Do I need double thick walls there? I don't think that's necessary. So if we wanted to do, say, more hydroponics rooms, it looks like we do have enough space to do several 10 by 10 rooms. And the thing about these, you know what? 1, 2, that gives me an idea. Okay, let's clear this out. We'll add those 3 up here, like so. If we put a little hallway right here, a 2 by 2 hallway, make it accessible there, we can actually... Wait, these are not 10 by 10, are they? Why did I think they were 10 by 10? They are 9 by 9. I mean, that's smaller, so if anything, it's just easier. Okay, so we can make that work too. I'm going to do it probably aligned with this end. Let's just clear all this out real quick. But I'm going to have some hydroponics rooms that the prisoners can access, and so I can have them growing for us as well. And that will be... or that will just allow us to keep a wider variety of prisoners, because really the only skill that's useful for prisoners is mining, and then to an extent crafting when we get more crafting facilities in there. But it's not super useful to keep a grower in there because, you know, they couldn't really do anything. But if we're able to do this, then they will be much more useful. And then I don't have to take bad characters just because they have like growing skills. Okay, so that gives us a few 9 by 9s. We could actually probably squeeze in another there. I don't know how I feel about that. If anything, I'd probably reinforce it with some manufactured walls, just so we don't have a single thick wall exposed to the exterior. Oh, who's doing a sad wander? Togrul? What's up with you? Was rejected by Maris. Everybody's getting rejected. Well, nothing we can do about it. Angle. Let's see. Are you... No. Who's around? Boss, do me a favor. Need components. Oh, we still don't have enough components. I thought we had enough, but then I guess they got used up somewhere. Because we had 8. Maybe they did this afterward, and so our 8 turned into these guys, or what was still needed for those. And that's why we ran out, because I had assumed that 8 was after these were finished, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Okay, so do that. Where's our floors at? Let's go ahead and make some steel grating across here. And We'll need to run the conduits through there. We'll run conduits along this as well. Something like that. That door needs to get deconstructed. Jade, can you do that? No. And we'll need to wrap the lights around, so I guess we can do... Whoops, that's not what I was trying to click. Do that and that and that. Okay. Oh, and one last thing. Floors. Let's smooth out this... What the hell? Oh, it didn't click. That's what the hell. Okay, yeah, smooth that out for me. Oh, wait, don't, no. Damn it. Don't bother with that. Just put the steel grating down, that'll be enough. Okay, cool. And hopefully somebody builds those walls. It looks like Kenta is getting on it. Perfect. Heth failed to calm Toad roll down, that's unfortunate. Who is working on these damn components? Jade, what are you doing right now? Why aren't you... Jade, mining is set to 3. I'm going to set it to 4. Okay. Are you just like hellbent on not making components? All we need is steel. Oh, that's completely my fault. Yep, that makes sense. That's why she hasn't been working on it, because I had to turn off that project to make sure the lightsaber got done efficiently. And I completely forgot to reactivate it. So that's why she hasn't been doing it. Go ahead and train Stella, and then she should go work on those components afterward. Let's mark these for getting hauled. Maybe they'll get prioritized over the rest of the base. And let's see. We're missing a conduit right there. Okay, that'll allow me to deconstruct these ones. Those are unnecessary. And eventually, we'll have this all running through the walls nice and clean. Let's see. This can all get unforbidden now. Not a particularly efficient use of space, but it is what it is. Oh, you're gonna go place that down too? Oh, they're finally doing this. We don't have the components for that though. So as soon as that gets plopped down, we'll have to toggle it off. Otherwise it's gonna drain our batteries like crazy. But we actually have the power output to do this now. We just don't have the components. Yeah, go ahead and flick that off for me. Perfect. Cool. But yeah, it looks like they're going to get the steel ready on all of these, and then they're just going to sit until we have enough components to finish them. That's okay. At least they'll be, ready to go. And so with that, I think we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. I'm glad we finally made some headway on planting here. So we'll be seeing a little bit of wood harvest. Probably a long way off, but still, at least we'll be seeing some. Growth rate's over 100%, so we actually did pretty well there. And our genetics lab is sort of coming along. I knew they were going to overshoot because they just refused to haul stuff. It's actually probably because there's no place configured. I doubt this is configured to do it. So I'll have to take care of that off camera, but yeah. I'm going to spend this for now. We'll make this configured to store only pulp. And this won't get built regardless because we just don't have access to the components we need. We probably will fairly shortly because Jade is back to work on that. So I will try to ensure that those components go to this first. That way we can see what sort of recipes are required in order to use this stuff, and that way we have a better idea of the quantities of genetic material we need, because again, I don't want to use up all of our polar bears for food if I need like 4 or 5 genetic material to make anything. We only have 1, that's probably not going to cut it, but it might. We don't know. We're going to find out. And then same goes with the Muffalos. I don't want to overuse them on genetic material though. I don't want to make like 10 and then great, now I have enough to splice like 10 animals that I'm not going to. No, I don't want to do that. So instead, we want to find out exactly how much we need, and then we can use the rest for food. More Muffalo would be great. I don't know what exactly we're going to use the Muffalo wool for, because I'd like to keep people in the proper Star Wars outfits. But maybe making some parkas for the people that go outside a little bit more often could work. I just like being able to see the officers' uniforms, though, and so I don't know if that's going to work out for us. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.